Look at how beautiful Huntsville Courthouse is. Holy cow. This is the courthouse here in Huntsville, Alabama. It's absolutely beautiful. And here we are outside of the Huntsville Courthouse. I'm trying to renew my my plates on my car, and they lost internet here. It's still a very beautiful place. I think I'm gonna go for a run before I continue my journey. I got my running shoes on. It's an absolutely beautiful day. If you're a runner and you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. It's a crisp fall day. Just get a couple miles in while you can, while you have the blessings to put in a couple miles, put in a couple miles. Have a great day. Welcome to Big Spring Park in Huntsville, Alabama. It is November 13th. It is November 13th, 2020, here at Big Spring Park. It's a beautiful fall day. Some of the leaves have fallen, but most of them are still on the trees. Hey, how you doing? Another day in paradise.
Yes, sir.
And this is the spring. This is the spring that started Huntsville, Alabama. Without this spring, you do not have Huntsville, Alabama. And then this little creek here leads out to the Tennessee River. And every Christmas, they have all the Christmas trees from all the businesses here. They take very good care and use of Big Spring Park. And if you find yourself in Huntsville, Alabama, coming to Big Spring Park is a must. I'd say this and Bridge Street are absolute musts. There's always ample ducks and fish here. And plenty to see. Now, we just came back from the courthouse. We were trying to renew our tags. But this is where everything is. You've got the Museum of Art, the Van Braun Center, hotels, City Hall, Courthouse Square, and that's really just downtown Huntsville, Alabama. There is so much to see and do. But if you find yourself at Big Spring Park, this is a good HQ to kind of see downtown and move around. So beautiful. What a beautiful fall day. Not a lot of fish right here. I'm guessing it's because they're all further down where people tend to feed them. Lots of koi. Oh, there's fish in here. Big mama jammas. And then there's the YMCA for the downtown location. So if you are a YMCA member and you find yourself in Huntsville,
I just want to know from those radiant folks, what they're doing. So
this is where you stop to get your YMCA workout. I plan on running and then probably stopping at the YMCA, get a couple, lift some weights, not much. I like to throw rope. I like different type of workouts that aren't traditional. I still bench press and curl, but I really feel like throwing rope and jumping are way harder and build more muscle than traditional. But what do I know? I'm just a fat guy who's been skinny and then fat and skinny again. It's a lot. Anywho, I get off the track. That was the Huntsville Water Trail. It's now going to continue, and we're going to head over into the other big spring park, which is the cool one. If you ask me, it's the one where you have a lot of live music, and you've got the art museum. It's really good stuff. And as luck would have it, we have no traffic. But if you're watching from home, boys and girls, you always wait for the traffic stop, okay? Don't do as I do as I say. So here is the, I think the bank building for PNC Bank. Redstone Arsenal kind of owns this area, but it's nice to see PNC here. So that river that we were just at, it empties out into here. So if you're a koi, you could swim under the street and come out on the other side. Oh, look at all these ducks. We got lucky. She was just feeding the ducks, so we have all these ducks here to enjoy. Very, very nice. Oftentimes the ducks get overlooked because everyone wants to feed the koi and the fish. But thanks to Good Samaritans like this, the ducks go on. So we'll take the long way around and kind of cut back around. I do plan on going for a run, but it's such a beautiful day that when I vlog, I more vlog to capture the memory and capture the moment. I guess I vlog more for myself, so that maybe one day when I'm an old man, I can re-walk this and I can do this again. I'm saving this walk for later, or so that I can send it to my grandmother and she can walk this with me too. My channel is a little different. I guess I'm not really looking for tons of subscribers as much as I'm putting down this life story and hoping you like it. And I'll try to keep it good. I think this is a beautiful time. Enjoying a nice walk through downtown Huntsville. The fish and the koi. Before moving to Alabama, I would have never considered Alabama. Alabama was never on my radar. I'm from Chicago, Philadelphia, Boston, born and raised. So when the company told me that we had to move to Huntsville, Alabama, it was a little shocking, to say the least. You know, we considered just flat out saying no. That's how ignorant we were, coming from Chicago, Illinois. But if we're being honest with ourselves, it's been better to live in Huntsville, Alabama these last 3 years than it's been when we lived in Naperville, Illinois. And I'd say the reason for that is this is an up-and-coming and growing city with little crime and a good place to raise children. And that's usually enough. But coming from Chicago, that's huge. My daughter, she doesn't really have bullies, but we're also in a nice school district. However, I can tell you, when we were back in Illinois, it didn't matter how much money you had, there were bullies. But I diverged from the subject. Huntsville is a beautiful place, and we're very much enjoying it. I tell my wife if we ever have to leave Huntsville, Alabama, that wherever we move, I want a koi pond. Not because I like koi, but because it'll remind me of Huntsville. And this part always brought me so much peace. I have so many memories with my daughters walking around this place. There was one time that whoever does the maintenance on not that fountain, but the one near the hotel, he must have been watching us, because as we were sitting there, he was messing with the pressure on it and making it go high and low. And it really felt like he was putting on a show for us. And when we walked away, he would turn it off. And then when we came back around, because we were walking the whole path, he turned it back on for us and made it impressive. And then we sat down to watch it, and we'll never forget that moment. It honestly felt like it was a show just for us, like someone was watching our reactions and trying to give us a good time. So this bridge we're coming up on is very popular for feeding the fish and the ducks because it has a platform. It's also a hot spot for hanging out. Not my favorite, as I like to go underneath the longer bridge with the Echo, but easily number 2 spot. Also, when it's really hot, a whole lot of fish and ducks take shade on this bridge. A couple days ago we were here and we saw someone getting married, or the setup for someone getting married right there. Look at all these fish. Wow, that's a lot of them. Those are all koi, baby. That's a lot of koi. Huntsville, Alabama, they have a lot of koi. We have a lot of koi. I pay my taxes. And there's more. This is huge. There's just one. This is, I'd say, the second largest concentration of these koi. There's more further down in the Echo Bridge where they take shade. So many koi. So, now, I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Huntsville, Alabama. We're not really done yet, as the path continues into this tunnel and then comes out on the other side by the Embassy Suites Hotel and then continues to the railroads. It's very pretty. It's got a great echo section. You see a whole lot more koi and you see a whole lot more ducks, and it's really good, and they kept it all in mind, but time is of the essence and I have to get back to my run. So I hope you've enjoyed this short vlog of Huntsville, Alabama on November 13th in 2020, and have a great day. That YMCA that I was pointing out to you earlier to come work out at the YMCA, this is the downtown Huntsville YMCA. It's an express YMCA, but it's got everything you need, from the rope machine to free weights to everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in a quick 5K. And that's because I sweat so hard that outside. So, be right back. So I made it to this part of the run. I'll show you real quick. So, this is the other side of Big Spring Park. This is the tunnel I was telling you about, where you have another large concentration of these fish. And you've got the Echo. You've got the best Echo in Huntsville right here. So this is the fountain I was talking about. Yeah, I like it. So this is the fountain I was telling you about, where my daughter and my wife and I were walking by, and we could swear whoever was running this fountain was messing with us. They were making it 5 times bigger than this, small. They were messing with the pressure. I don't know. Maybe I can pull up the video from Google Photos and show you, but it was definitely a unique experience and really, really good. So right now, this continues past the Embassy Suite, further down, and then it ends at the railroad track. And then we are across right now from, that is where Comic-Con is. That is the convention center, the Huntsville Convention Center. So I guess I'll just take you for my run real fast. I don't want to lose my sweat. I told myself I would stop running and vlogging. I tried it a little bit in Los Angeles and San Diego. It's kind of hard. Like, you as the viewer are not trying to go for a run, or else you'd be out there running. I have good stabilization software, but I don't know who wants to watch that. But then again, people watch car videos. People watch mad long car videos where like half the screen is a dash. Like, what? I could never understand that. That's the walkway from the Embassy Suites to the convention center. Convention center, Embassy Suites. So if you stay at the Embassy Suites, you can easily move between the convention center. It has its own separate entrance inside the convention center. So when you have Comic-Con or any other event, you can get in and out without having to deal with the general public, which is pretty cool. Jeremy, he's the one who runs the Comic-Con here in Huntsville. He's had a lot of success running it out of the convention center. So if you're checking this video out, it's November 13th, 2020. And we're almost to the railway section. Once we get to the railway section, I'm going to cut the video. So all in all, Big Spring Park, this path will lead you down from the square by the courthouse all the way down to the railroad section. When you're at the railroad section, it's got a nice museum. It's got some cool stuff. There's also a memorial park here along the highway that we're going to be checking out next. The plan and goal is to have a complete vlog of Huntsville, Alabama in 2020. So now we're coming up. You see the path behind me? We're coming up right now on this path, which leads you to a rotunda. I did this earlier, but the sun was down too much, and it just it was too saturated. And so then we ended it here, Rotary Club of Huntsville. And you've got this sweet little bridge here. And this has always been a conundrum to me, because you'd swear they'd lose every koi in here. Usually you see fish here, but not today. And then it leads down and it exits through, I believe, the Tennessee River. Look at that duck. Wow, thought you were having a moment, didn't you? Welcome to YouTube. Anyway, so that's Huntsville, Alabama, Big Spring Park. Hope you enjoyed. Now for me to continue my run. Actually, my #1 tip: if you have a rope machine, use the rope machine. It's the best machine in here. I promise you that. I just finished my workout here at the Huntsville YMCA. I lifted a whole bunch, and now we are back in Big Spring Park. So I've kind of just ended up taking you for my day, but my day isn't quite over yet, because I still have to go to renew my plate. That's the whole reason we left today, was because we had to renew the plate. So I guess the last stop is going to be the mall, because that's apparently the office that they can renew the plate. When I stopped in the courthouse, their internet was down. Hey, but maybe their internet's back by now. Huh. Hey, that might work. Instead of going to the mall, I've been running for about an hour now, maybe two. It's possible that the internet's back. There's only one way to find out. And that's to go. So, let's go back to the courthouse and see if they got the internet back. You know, I'm always so self-conscious of my shadow. Every time my shadow comes into the play, I always zoom in the camera or try to avoid it. You know, you can't run from your shadow. And if you're watching this in the future and you still have that habit, this is me in 2020 reminding you that you cannot run from your shadow. It's with you for life. The more comfortable you get with it, the better you'll be. Another beautiful day here in Huntsville. Bro, your outfit blends so nicely with the leaves and the colors. It blends so well. Have a great day.
You too.
Hey. Beautiful Huntsville, Alabama. Right now we're making our way back up to the courthouse. Hopefully their internet works and they're able to get me the tag registration. So now here we are, we're in the town square. I parked here at the town square. I live about 10 minutes from here. It's a great little place. If I wanted to, I could run downtown. I should try and make that a goal of mine. All right, so we'll continue this journey when I get inside the courthouse. Bye-bye. See you later. We'll see you in the courthouse. This is the courthouse in Huntsville, Alabama. What an architecturally stunning place. Huntsville, Alabama has been so impressive. And this courthouse kind of sums it up perfectly. What a beautiful, beautiful architecture. Just an absolutely gorgeous building. Look, it's got natural skylight. So nice. Right, so we just got the tags that we were looking for. It worked. We just went for a run and boom, we were able to come back and the internet was back on, and we were able to get the courthouse downtown to do it for us. So I figured to celebrate, and because we're no longer in a time crunch, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you this beautiful courthouse here in Huntsville, Alabama. The architecture and the way it's built is just so gorgeous. I love the stairwells. It reminds me of the Savannah Art Museum, but it's a municipality building. I mean, the architecture in this place is just so nice. And the curves and the way it rounds out the corners. Don't say I never take you anywhere. So let's go back down the way we came up. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.